iron in the soul. What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother, King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at The King Jabez, as well as my website, theironsoul.com. Whatever you choose to do, it will be greatly appreciated. Let's do some work. Today's video is entitled, You're About to Take Flight as Things Get Worse. I repeat, as the world around us gets worse and worse and worse, the Most High is going to position you on his divine chessboard for such a time as this. Ending 2023, we got about 4 months left. Going into 2024, the pieces are being moved on an invisible chessboard. Do you hear me? And it's time for you to get in your position and to receive what you have been fighting for years at this point. You are about to take flight as things get worse. And this is why you feel so much pressure right now. Some of you right now, you're facing an unusual amount of pressure, like never before in your life. And this is really the purpose of all the trials you have been through. People have done everything they can to break you because things are about to get worse down on the earth. And as life gets worse, God's going to begin to raise you up and open doors. You're about to take flight. And so right now is the time to stay focused. This is not the time to get depressed. Some of you right now are battling depression. Some of you right now are feeling overwhelmed. Some of you right now, you have goals, you have dreams, but you can't quite figure out how it's going to happen. And that's because what's going to happen is going to be outside of your hands. You put in the work for years, for 5 years, 10 years. You've done what you're supposed to do. And now you are in a position where you have to keep doing what you've been doing, right? Stay on track. But it's going to be a move from God. He's going to open the door for you because he needs to bring out what he has been placing in you all this time. All this time you've been going through trials. All this time you've been pushed to the side. All this time you've been rejected. All the bullying, all the hurt, that's been building you all this time. And you've been having these vivid dreams. You've been struggling sometimes with sleep. You've had intense mental pressure, hence iron in the soul, because God's been putting stuff in you that's about to come out now in this time we're living in. Oh, mark my word. It's about to get crazy down here. And I'm telling you, as I know this, as things go down, you're going to go up. As things get worse and worse and worse around us, the moral fiber is decaying. People's mental health, people's way of living life, the trials, the economical problems people face. As life gets worse, this is now your destiny moment. This is your time. This is your time to take flight. And as things get worse, don't panic. And this is why many of you I'm talking to you now, the last 3 to 6 months, many of you have been thinking about giving up. Oh, I'm talking to you now, big bro. I'm on your couch with you now talking to you. You've been thinking about giving up. You have been overwhelmed because you're facing this pressure. It's kind of like there's always this intense pressure right before the break, right? Have you ever had a tooth taken out of your mouth, right? You ever had a teeth, like I have wisdom teeth that were removed years ago, and you feel that real intense pressure right before it pops and it comes out. And that's what you're going through right now. You're facing a real strong birth pain, kind of like a woman giving birth. The Most High is trying to birth something new in you, fresh, that is necessary for right now. And I'm talking to all types of people. This is for you creative people. This is for you business people. This is for you, entrepreneurs, all types of people right now. You are being positioned on the Most High's chessboard. You need to see yourself that way. Why? Because we are in a spiritual war right now. And if you have chosen your side, hence chosen one, the Most High is not going to allow you to be embarrassed right now. In other words, he didn't sing through all that stuff to embarrass you now. I'm going to talk to you now. You didn't go through that test and pass the test for him to say, okay, well, you passed it. I have nothing for you. That's not how God works. He's just. Oh, you put in the work. He keeps an accurate tab. You did put so many hours in at the gym, so many hours in prayer, so many hours working. You have passed so many tests you didn't even know you passed. And so now it is your time. So as you begin to look at the news and you look at the world around you, social media, and you see things getting worse, don't panic. Stay in position. That's what I'm trying to say today. I'm trying to say in so many words, stay in position, position yourself. In other words, sanctify yourself, set yourself apart to receive this next big move and blessing from the Most High himself. And you can feel it. You know it's coming. You don't know. It feels like it's going to be any day now, right? You feel that pressure. And this is why, in other words, this is not the time now to get lazy in your disciplines. This is not the time to get distracted. This is not the time to be scrolling on your phone all day. This is not the time to be skipping those gym sessions. This is not the time to be skipping those studio sessions. This is not the time to get lazy in your craft because you're not getting the results you want right now. Sometimes, even if you're not getting the results, you're putting in the work. So it may not look like it for you right now. Some of you right now say, no, big bro, it don't look that way at all. That don't mean anything. We've had this conversation multiple times. Breakthrough means what? Suddenly out of nowhere. Taking flight means you just, boom, you're gone. And it's not. It's going to happen in one instance, but it's not because of that. It's because of what you've been doing all these years. So every step you've been putting in this process is the reason why you're about to receive this next blessing. And the reason for this is that he wants to have his people on the earth with a plan and with a purpose as the enemy launches his attacks against humanity. As the demonic and satanic agendas are revealed through his people, the Most High is going to have his people, hence me and you, in position to do the right thing. And we cannot do the right thing without the right resources. You know God knows that. You only can go so far without resources. So he's going to release resources, aka a supernatural transfer of wealth. Let me break it to you this way. The wealth of the wicked, somebody finish that for me, is laid up for the righteous. Oh, I believe the word. The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. So there's a time now he's going to shift that and put it right in your pocket. You hear me? He's going to drop something on you real quick just like that. Why? Because he needs you to be ready to be a vessel, to be his servant, to be a light. In other words, he has to have light out here as it gets darker. As the world gets darker, and it's going to get dark. This is what I see clearly in my spirit. As it gets darker, he needs us to shine. And we can't shine with nothing. People don't follow broke kings. People don't follow broke queens. So he's going to release treasures into our deposits, right? Deposit into whatever account you may have over time. Bless you. Release that. Not so you can just shine and outdo people and brag and become carnal, but he's doing that so you can now be positioned to be a vessel that people will take serious. So practically speaking, this is the time now to avoid ignorant conversations. Don't get into arguments that are going to distract you. Avoid distractions. Stay focused. Have a plan. Maybe each night at night, write out a list of which one to do the next day. Get focused. You need to be strategic. I'm going to the gym at this time. I'm reading at this time. I'm going to do this job at that time. I'm going to pray at this time. I'm going to go to the studio at this time. You get my point. This is your time to get focused, right? You can't be kind of all over the place and expect this shift. Now, the shift comes because you are in position. And if you're in position doing what you're supposed to be doing, he can just, and you're right in motion, right? So in other words, this is the time to get ready. You can't get ready when the breakthrough comes. You're supposed to be getting ready right now. And so how do you do that? Day by day. Discipline, desire, determination, dedication, staying focused. And as we do this, we can be positioned to take flight in the right time. This is your big brother, King Jabez. Thanks for listening. God bless. Peace.